y'all, and welcome to another day. I hope y'all are having a good day. We are so far. It's already afternoon. We've not done a whole lot today. Well, I say that. We got some more chickens. I'll have to show those to you. I was doing the math. Do y'all want to guess how many chickens we have right now? Kiddos, what's your guess? Real quick, don't do the math, just guess.
59.
26.
How do you got to guess?
How many chickens do you think we got? It says 90.
Not quite 90.
Oh, I know. 50.
You said 50. Easton said what, 59?
59.
You said
46.
46. We have 54 chickens right now. 54 chickens. And, yeah, those first 6 we started with, it's multiplied really quickly. Not all of those will be staying with us. The turkeys, I think, will be processed in about 2 more weeks. Some of the new ones, if they're roosters, we probably won't keep them. The new chickens came from a friend of my stepdad's, and they are supposed to be like some Easter eggers, olive eggers, Americanas. So we're excited to have those because all of the others that we have lay either brown or white eggs. So these should give us some colored eggs. Anyway, we'll show those baby chicks to you. We're excited to have them. And what else are we going to do today? We're sitting outside the grocery store. We're going to run in and get a couple of things that we need to make some peach salsa. I don't think that that's going to happen today. That may actually happen tomorrow. Maybe we'll film that when it happens. But I want to go ahead and get some stuff just so that we have it. And in the morning, we've got everything that we need. We don't need a whole lot. We're using some of the peaches. We're going to do peach salsa. We're using some of the peaches that we got at Peach Park on the way back from vacation. We're using some tomatoes from our garden, but they've just started to ripen, so I need to get a few more to add in with that. We're going to use jalapenos from the garden. I need to get some cilantro. Just a few things that I need to pick up, so that's what we're going to do. I also wanted to take a chance today to show y'all how I've organized the boys' schoolwork. We've started working on that, getting it all ready for the new school year. So I want to show you how I have that organized. Maybe there's some other mamas out there that are like, how am I supposed to organize all this stuff? How am I supposed to do record keeping? I have my new homeschool planner. I want to show that to you. So there's a lot going on today. But for now, we need to head in the store and get the few things we need here. And then I'll catch back up with you when we get home.
I get so caught up in the middle, thinking of drowning in those blue eyes. I'm losing sight 'cause I am falling. I'm so deep down, and it's not a lie that I die. I can't hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light.
Here are the new babies. Aren't they precious? I'll leave you alone so you can eat. And what do you know? We had another egg, and this one is actually shaped pretty normal. The first few eggs they lay can be all different shapes, and obviously this one's small. Pretty sure it's still just one of this. I think it's the cinnamon queens that's laying this egg. This time she actually laid it in the nest box. They've laid it she's laid one in the dust bath, on top of the roof of the nesting boxes. This one was in the nesting boxes. My battery went dead, but we went out to the garden and we picked a few more tomatoes. A yellow one, couple of blue beauties, some Romas. So we'll add those in with our salsa too. All the kids are in there playing, so I came in the den so I could sit down and talk to you for a minute and show you how I've organized school stuff for this year. I'm going to show you my planner. Where's it at? There it is. It's sitting on the couch. I'm going to show you. This year I have done 2 separate planners. One for personal things like doctor's appointments, all that kind of stuff. And YouTube is going to be in that planner. And then I have one planner that's just homeschool stuff. I'm going to show it to you today. And I'm also going to show you how I've organized the boys' work pages. Both boys are using BJU Press this year across all subjects. So I'm going to show you how I've organized that. You could still do this same method no matter what curriculum you're using though. This is the expanding file folder that we have, and it has 25 slots in it. So what we did, Audrey helped me with this. We went through and, not gonna lie, I was a little intimidated at first. This is our first year using BJU, and I was just like, I know that these subjects work together if I allow it. I know that the spelling will coordinate with, I've got hoodies right now. I know the spelling will coordinate with the English and phonics, but I was like, I know that the spelling starts a little later. I was looking at the front of the teacher's book, and I saw where it said it started after lesson 15. So I was like, okay, now I've got that. Okay, I understand that. And then, I don't know, that's just for the first grade. I don't think it's like that for every grade. But anyway, I was sitting there like trying to make it all make sense. Then as I started going through the workbooks, I realized that down at the bottom, it had lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3. If there wasn't a paper for that day, it would skip over that. And the next one might say, so if there wasn't one for day 4, the next one would say lesson 5. So I was like, okay, now I got that. And then I got to thinking, I was like, get on the homeschool hub. And that made things so much easier too, because now you can utilize the homeschool hub. It's a website. You can utilize that no matter what curriculum you're using. You can go in and add your own information, make your own schedules. Highly recommend you check it out because it's a great way to keep records of what you're doing. And if you're using BJU, you literally just put in the grade, select the subjects that you're using, and it pulls up all the lessons. You click on a lesson and it will tell you work pages 30 through 32. Or it will say study for test 1 or test 1. So I knew exactly where to put everything, where everything went, and it went really smooth after that. So we set aside the first 6 weeks of school. This expanding file folder will only hold 25. So the first 5 weeks, I'll show you what I did with that last week of the 6 weeks in just a second. All right, so I've pulled out day 1. That's what we'll do each day. He'll just come to this folder, pull out the day's work. The first set of papers, he will know that's today's work because finished pages are going somewhere else. I'll show you that in just a second. He pulls them out. This is all the work pages that we need for that day. When they're completed, he has 6 of these folders here. This is week 1 of the 6 weeks, week 2, week 3, and so on. Completed work will go in here. Then at the end of the 6 weeks, all I have to do is go through this, decide what I want to keep, clean them out, and then just do the same process for the next 6 weeks. Like I said, that expanding file folder holds 25 slots, and I did want to go ahead and do 6 weeks. So I have that last week of work in here, and once this is empty, we'll add that in and finish out that last week of the 6 weeks. But I'm thinking that this is going to work really, really well. It has things already ready for the day. I don't have to worry about the night before going through and making sure we've got all of the papers that we need. The only thing that I haven't done yet is the manipulatives. So for English and phonics and for math, there are some manipulatives. I'm just going to get those ready and put them in some Ziploc bags and stuff so we can just get what we need. But I think this is going to make things go very smooth, just having these already pulled out and ready. Now, here in Alabama, we don't have any requirements as far as like certain numbers of days, a certain number of days that we have to complete in the school year, or certain subjects we have to teach. We don't have to send in grades to anyone. We don't have to show a portfolio to anyone. But I personally like to do a certain number of days each school year. I like to teach certain subjects. We don't necessarily keep grades. Now, this curriculum does have some tests and assessments. Maybe we'll do them. We'll just have to see. We kind of take more of a mastery approach. If they don't get something, we don't just push through and go on to something else. We keep working on it until they get it. And so, you know, maybe they do the tests, but I don't know if I'll keep up with the grades. We'll just have to see how that goes. There was also some practice or review pages for a couple of subjects. I didn't pull any of those out. I just did the regular work pages. If I feel like they need more help in a certain subject or in a certain area, then we'll go to those extra review pages and add in some extra stuff. It's nice to have those because if they need some more work on something, then we can use those. But that's just what those are going to be for. We're just going to do our regular work pages. Review pages will just be if we need something extra. So that's how we have organized their actual work pages, is putting the work in these expanding file folders. When it's completed, moving it over to these folders, and that at the end of each 6 weeks, I can go through that and decide what I want to keep, because I do keep some stuff and make portfolios at the end of the year just so that we have something that shows, hey, this is what we completed, so that I have some of the kids' work to go back and look on. Now, as far as record keeping, let me get my planner and I'll show that to you and kind of explain how I keep up with the days that we've done, what we did each day, and that kind of thing. This expanding file folder came from Amazon. It's in a set of 2. A sweet subscriber sent these to us off of our Amazon wish list. I will make sure that these are linked in my Amazon storefront, so if you want to check them out, you can go there and see them. There'll be a link down in the description box. Just click on the Amazon storefront and it will be under homeschool things. I set that up for 6 weeks at a time just because that's what I usually do. If you wanted to do 5 weeks at a time and just have what would fit in that expanding file folder, if you wanted to do 2 weeks at a time, 3 weeks at a time, whatever works for you, I've just always kind of done 6 weeks. And so that's what I did. All right, let me show you this planner. Here she is. Isn't she lovely? Y'all, I am so very happy with this planner. It is the perfect size, really great quality, and if you purchase one of these planners, you're purchasing from a small business, and so that makes me happy as well. It comes in a couple of different covers. Maybe I can insert something here that will show you the different covers that are available this year. This is the one I chose with the butterflies. It just makes me happy. It just makes me happy. I have a clip from where I first unboxed this. I'm going to go ahead and insert that here and kind of let you see what all the pages inside of this look like. Here I am taking the planner out of the box. It was packaged fantastic, packaged beautifully. Very happy with that. We're going to go ahead and open it up. I'm going to take the bubble wrap off of it. This was my first impression of this particular planner, and I was impressed from the get-go. The sweet little personalized note was very kind too. Thank you, Sarah. So here it is out of the bubble wrap and out of the plastic. Nice thick cover. Beautifully printed, y'all. Beautifully printed. There are some pages at the beginning for motivation, those kinds of things. Verse of the year, word of the year, my why. There's also tabs down the side that are very sturdy for each month. and that is something I love, is having those tabs. We're going to take a look at the first few pages. So there's goals for the year in several different categories, goals for your children, and I love that. That is something that I will continually update throughout the year as I have new things that I would love for my children to accomplish and new things that my children want to accomplish. A password tracker, curriculum for the year, plenty of spaces to keep up with all of the curriculum you use. I love that for several reasons. You can go back and reference it as the years go by. Maybe you purchased a curriculum and you didn't use it, so you set it aside. That will remind you that you have it. Year at a glance, I love that because, hey, I may be like, what day of the week is April the 3rd going to fall on? I can go to this year at a glance and find that. Then you get into each month, and there is a quote and then a cover page for the month on that tabbed page, and that's nice sturdy cardstock to kind of keep those separated and those tabs nice and sturdy. Then you have your monthly layout. I like to use that for things like field trips. Maybe you want to use this as a personal planner as well and put doctor's appointments and things there. Then each month has this monthly plan, which I love. How many times am I going to say I love? This planner has it all, y'all. There's a space for read alouds, a space to plan your morning basket, supplies you may need to pick up, field trips, a to-do list, notes, a great way to keep your month organized and to record keep. Then you get to your weekly spread, and you can fill in what week it is. You can date the days across the top. There's also a spot for Saturday and Sunday. Maybe you want to keep a note there. Saw that little notes section for each week. And I love that this is flexible and you can make it work for you. You can put subjects down the side and then write what you did each day. Maybe you're a large family and you could write your children's name down the side and what each child did each day. You can make this planner work for you 100%. And I also love that this planner is laid out so that it can be utilized for larger families as well. Here's the September quote, and that's a September kind of header page for the month. I'm going to go ahead and flip to the back. It goes all the way through July, so it's August to July. And I'm going to go ahead and flip to some of these back pages so you can see some of the other things that this planner offers. Some more great record keeping tools. So there are attendance pages, and this is how I keep up with how many days of school we've done each year. You just write the child's name at the top, then your months, has the days listed for you, and then down at the bottom you can keep up with how many days you completed each month. Great way to keep attendance, great way to keep up with how many days of school you've done. So there's several of those pages. Again, this works great for a large family, and you can also utilize this planner to make it work for you. Then there's some note pages in the back. I really like that, a space for me just to be able to jot things down that might be on my mind that I need to write down because I'm a mama and I forget. And I love, here I go again saying I love, but this back page is laminated with the cover, so you can use it as a dry erase board. You could write on it and erase it. And then there's the back cover. Isn't this butterfly print gorgeous? It makes me happy, y'all. It makes me happy. The binding is very strong on this. Highly impressed. So that's the planner that I'm going to be using this homeschool year, and kind of how I keep up with attendance and topics that we've covered, what we did each day. If anybody ever wants to see, what we're completing or show that we're actually doing work, I can pull out my planner and show them. And at the end of every year, I keep my planner, and I have those all the way back to when we started homeschooling. And it just, it keeps some accountability. Maybe you do have to submit records to someone, and it's a great way for you to keep up with what you've completed. Like I said, that Homeschool Hub is also an excellent digital tool that you can use. Hi there, buddy. Wyatt's helping me get out what we need for supper. Let's show them what we're having, okay? We are keeping it easy for dinner tonight. That's just what I was feeling. We really like this blackened chicken Alfredo from Zatarain's. It's a frozen dinner. We like that. We want something easy. So we're going to do that with some steamed broccoli and some of that garlic cheese bread. I may cut up one of our garden tomatoes to have on the side. I don't know, maybe I'll save them all for salsa tomorrow. Can't make up my mind. Y'all, I didn't show it, but for lunch today, I had one of these Lemon Boy tomatoes on a sandwich. Oh my goodness, it was probably the best tomato sandwich I've ever had. I think I'm going to go ahead and close out this video so as soon as we get supper going, I can start editing it and getting it ready for you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. Can you wave bye-bye? Can you tell him bye-bye? Tell him bye-bye. He's like, no. I say food.